Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Paul Amadeus Slane, or you can call me Paul on Wheels. Today, we're going to dive into something a lot of people have been asking me about, and that is the pros and cons of GLP-1 medications. Now, before we jump in, let me tell you what we're going to cover, because each section is more important than the last. So buckle up and let's have some fun, because we're going to talk about the big benefits of GLP-1s. Then we're going to break down the real concerns, including muscle loss. We'll also talk about long-term safety. And I'll tell you where these medications are headed in the future. Because the next generation, the next chapter, man, it's going to blow your mind. So make sure you press rewind if I didn't blow your mind. So please stick with me. Trust me. The most surprising part of this whole conversation is at the end. Let's start with the pros. The obvious one, the weight loss is real and as advertised. We're talking about 15 to 30% of your total body weight. Now, that's not a little change. That's really life-changing. And here's the thing. Later on in this video, I'm going to talk about what the kind of weight loss means for your muscle mass, because everybody online seems to be panicking about losing muscle. But the truth is more complicated than people think. So for now, here's why the weight loss really matters. When you drop that much weight, 15 to 30%, your breathing gets easier. Your joints stop screaming at you. Your heart isn't suffocating under layers of fat. And mobility, man, that mobility goes through the roof. People go from barely making it down the street to walking 1, 2, even more miles without stopping. That ain't cosmetic benefit. That's really medical. Now, here's a pro that folks don't talk about. And that's how GLP-1 medications are drastically improving insulin sensitivity, especially in places where it matters, like your muscles and your heart. Later in this video, I'm going to explain why some experts say insulin sensitivity might actually be more important than holding on to every pound of muscle. But here's the headline. When insulin sensitivity improves, everything else improves. And I mean everything. Your blood sugar comes down. Inflammation drops. Fat around the organs melt away. The heart pumps better. Your whole metabolic system, it really wakes up. Now, this isn't just weight loss. It's internal repair work. Now, this one surprised me. Everyone online says, Paul, I don't want to lose muscle mass. I get it. I don't want to lose muscle mass either. But check this out. Even when people lose a little lean mass, their functional strength actually improves. And later in the cons section, I'm going to tell you why losing a little bit of muscle doesn't automatically mean that you're getting weaker. But here's what the research is showing. That people on GLP-1s, they walk farther, they get up from a chair faster, have better VO2 max, have better endurance, and feel stronger in daily life. So even if that lean muscle mass number goes down, your actual performance, guess what? It's going to go up. And that is a huge, big old pro. Don't you think so? Let me speak from a personal experience for a moment, if I may. I've been on a GLP-1 medication since February 14, 2025. And when that weight comes off, everything changes. Your energy, your confidence, your mood, your comfort moving around. I hear this from so many of you, and I feel it myself. So GLP-1s just don't change your body. I'm telling you, it changed your life. Isn't that true? Some of us who are on this GLP-1. All right, now it's time to give the haters their due. I'll talk about the cons. Let's get into the section everybody waits for, and that is the cons. And we're starting with a big one, and that is muscle loss. Here's the truth. Yes, you lose some lean body mass. But here's the nuance everyone is missing. That most studies don't measure real muscle. They measure lean mass, which includes water, organs, tissue, everything combined into one. Now, the master Yoda in this area, Dr. Ralph DeFranzo, make sure you look him up and check him out. His team is doing MRI studies right now, the gold standard. What they're doing, they're measuring actual muscle. And here's what the early data suggests, that even with a little loss in muscle, functional strength improves, mobility improves, endurance improves, daily life strength improves. So while we should pay attention to muscle loss, it's not the doomsday headline that the internet makes it out to be. Make sure you stick around, because in the next section, I'm going to tell you how you can protect your muscles while still getting the benefit of GLP-1s. Let's keep it a buck. These medications can tear your stomach up. So if you rush that dose, you may get that nausea, vomiting, but almost all that comes from going too fast. When you slow down, your body adjusts, and most people do just fine. The next con is simple. These medications are expensive. Insurance coverage is hit or miss. Some folks pay hundreds out of pocket, some thousands. But there's hope on the horizon with price negotiations and new versions coming. But as of today, cost is still big. It's a big barrier out there. Now let's talk about a group that has to be extra careful. That are people who are already lean and people who are older and already losing muscle. For them, GLP-1s might still work, but the risk to benefit ratio changes. So you have to monitor your muscle strength, your function, mobility, all of it, and work closely with your healthcare professional or your provider. It's not that they can't use GLP-1s, it's that you need to make sure you're well supervised to not put yourself in harm's way. Now, here's where things get exciting. Right now, pharmaceutical companies are developing something called myostatin inhibitors, drugs that might let you lose weight while preserving or even building a muscle. Sound like sci-fi, don't it? Right? But here's the truth when it comes to these drugs. Right now, they're still in phase 2 trials. We don't know how well they work in adults. Some versions, it may affect the heart. And remember, the FDA won't approve anything unless it improves actual strength and not just muscle size. So this really can be the future of weight loss medication, but we're not quite there yet. We are in the early chapters of a very big story, but it is definitely exciting times. So as we wrap this up, let me tell you what I think makes the biggest difference. Again, not medical advice, but just what I've learned through experience, research, and conversations with experts. Number 1, lift some weights, even twice a week, will help you keep muscles. Number 2, eat your protein. You don't need to be perfect, but you just need to be consistent. Number 3, monitor your strength, not just your skill. Number 4, go slow on your dose. Going fast is what causes 90% of the side effects that you hear about. And finally, stay informed. Follow real science, not fear, not hype, not headlines, and not so-called studio gangsters or studio YouTube experts in this field, all right? So, fam, I hope this helped you clear up some of the confusions around GLP-1 medications. And if this video brought you some value, do me a huge favor. Can you hit the like, hit subscribe, and share it with somebody who needs to hear this? And drop a comment. Are you more concerned with the pros or the cons? Well, I'm Paul Amadeus Slane, or you can call me Paul on Wheels, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, and remember, I love y'all to life. Take care, folks.